So algae is a plant, and it can do a lot of things. So all of the oil that's underground now was actually ancient algae that got buried over, and over a few 100 million years was converted into oil.
These are organisms that are all over the place, you're just not noticing them.
So it's not a new idea. This is a couple 100 million years old.
What we have to do is harvest this algae.
We have to grow them massively and collect them from massive cultures.
And you get a good mix in here so the algae gets a chance to mix and get sunlight. You're also sucking CO2 out of the atmosphere into the ponds.
By genetically engineering an organism, you can pretty much tailor it to make almost any organic molecule you want it to make.
We don't need fresh water. We can use brackish water, we can use salt water, we can use wastewater.
And you essentially squeeze the algae very hard, and out comes the oil.
And it can pretty much grow anywhere we have enough sun and a little bit of warmth.
What's left behind when we've extracted oil from algae? Nothing. You've used all of the algae.
Growing algae as a commodity, over half of the body weight of a few kinds of algae is oil.
This particular strain of algae is one of the ones that are researched right now for the potential of biofuel because of its oil production and lipid production.
Algae have a lot of value in the world that people don't know about. When they become toxic in the ocean and cause a problem, then we notice them because of the big problems. When they cause a dirty swimming pool or an aquarium that needs cleaned out, we see the negative impact. That's very, very tiny compared to the major positive impact that all sorts of algae have in the world that we hardly even notice.
Just look at the solutions it can bring. Transportation fuels for our cars.
The oils produced in algae today are the highest quality petroleum we can get.
Food for the livestock that we need for protein sources.
Because if you strip out the oil, you're left with the protein, which can still be sold at a good price to the fish feed and cattle industry.
This will be the new agriculture.
New ways of generating electricity and making electricity generation much less harmful to the planet.
This isn't something that's going to happen in 50 years. This is something that's happening now.
I don't really see any cons to using algae for our biofuels production.
All of the oil companies are interested in algae. That if they want to be an energy company in the future, they'd better get into renewable energies, and algae right now seems to be one of the best bets for that.
Growing algae and getting energy out of algae instead of getting energy out of oil in the ground is one of the ways that we're going to have to save the planet.